Last weekend, I spent some time with two cozy indie games that caught my attention: The Spirit and the Mouse and Spirit of the North. On paper, they might seem pretty similar. Both games feature animal protagonists, atmospheric worlds, and that sense of calm exploration. Heck, they even both have the word spirit in their titles. But in practice, they end up offering very different experiences. So today, I want to walk you through what each game brings to the table, what I enjoyed, and share my overall thoughts on both games. Let's start with The Spirit and the Mouse, an absolutely charming little game that really took me by surprise. In The Spirit and the Mouse, you play as a tiny mouse who gets infused with electricity after a chance encounter with a spirit guardian called Lumion during a stormy night. It sounds like the origin of an adorable little superhero, and honestly, I'd watch that movie, but instead of fighting the forces of evil, here you're tasked with helping the people of Santa Claire with their troubles and spreading a little happiness around town. The first thing that stood out to me was the art direction. The game is colorful, vibrant, and it's just brimming with heart and soul. It reminds me of older platformers in the best way, with a distinct style that gives everything a warm, inviting feeling. But what I love the most? The character design. Every character you meet feels thoughtfully crafted, with Kiblins being the superstars of the show. Kiblins are these mischievous little electricity sprites who task you with puzzles, minigames, and quests to complete. Each Kiblin has a unique personality, and they genuinely made me laugh out loud a few times, which is a rare occasion for me when playing games. The audio design is also a standout. The soundtrack is light, joyful, and peaceful. It complements the atmosphere perfectly. Sound effects feel playful and cohesive with the game world. As for the gameplay, it's a great blend of light exploration and platforming, with a sprinkle of collectathon elements here and there. You'll be scurrying through alleyways, rooftops, and buildings, helping out townsfolk solving small puzzles and gathering electricity, which is this game's currency, for upgrades and unlockables. Keep an eye out for those blue light bulbs, which serve as this game's collectibles. Speaking of upgrades, The Spirit and the Mouse keeps things simple, just a handful of useful ones that enhance the experience without overwhelming it too much. Eventually, you unlock a Kiblin in the fountain area near Lumion, the Spirit Guardian, who offers some very useful unlocks such as city maps, hints for collectible locations, a photo mode with cute stickers, a radar that alerts you when a collectible is nearby, and the ability to teleport back to the hub from anywhere in the world. There's also a little mouse hole where you can dress your mouse up in different hats. I almost forgot to mention there are no enemies nor any sort of combat in this game, meaning this is a completely casual and chill experience. The level design is compact but vertical, with well-utilized space and clear navigation. It never felt confusing or repetitive. Everything is where it should be, and nothing feels like filler. The length of the game was perfect. It took me around 4 hours to almost 100% complete it, and it knew exactly when to wrap up. It's one of those games that respects your time without ever feeling rushed or empty. In short, I just loved everything this game had to offer. It's wholesome, polished, full of heart, and it is a joy to play. If you enjoy cozy games with charm and soul, The Spirit and the Mouse is an easy recommendation from me. Now, let's talk about Spirit of the North. This one was more of a mixed bag for me. You play as a red fox guided by a spirit wisp, traversing through gorgeous landscapes inspired by Icelandic scenery. The world has been plagued by a mysterious corruption, and there's a somber tone throughout, with a sense of death and decay. Let me say this up first: the music in this game is absolutely incredible. It's cinematic, emotional, and in some moments it genuinely elevated the experience. The sound design is also strong, though there were times where the volume felt a bit unbalanced. Visually, the game is stunning, the environments are vast, atmospheric, and often jaw-dropping. There's a strong sense of solitude and mystery that works really well here. Oh, and yes, you can wiggle the fox's tail, which is, of course, a critical feature. I mean, every game should have a tail wiggle button, just saying. The gameplay revolves around simple environmental puzzles, light platforming, and mild exploration. There are a few upgrades and alternate skins for your folks, which are nice touches and don't overcomplicate things. Same as with the Spirit and the Mouse. There is no combat in this game, no need to stress about enemies or any danger, other than mistiming a jump and falling off a ledge which would just get you back to the start of the level. Now, here's where things get a bit tricky for me. At first, I went into the game expecting an exploration-heavy experience, but it ended up being more of a puzzle game, and not in a way that really clicked with me. The puzzles themselves weren't bad, in fact, some of them made me stop and think for a bit, and that felt satisfying. But the gameplay loop didn't quite hook me the way I had hoped it would. I guess you could say it came down to expectations. I went in anticipating one type of experience, and what I got was something completely different. One of my favorite aspects of the game was actually the platforming, but unfortunately the controls felt clunky at times. Movement wasn't as fluid as I would have wanted it to be, and the fox was often awkward to maneuver. I even had a moment where I got stuck and had to restart the level. Another time I set down an item to recharge the Spirit Wisp, and the item just disappeared into the terrain. These kind of moments really pulled me out of the experience. Now, to be fair, according to Steam discussions and reviews, bugs like these don't seem too common, so maybe I just had bad luck. There are also a few forced walking segments, especially at the beginning, and some unskippable mini cutscenes that really slow down the pacing, especially when all I wanted was to explore the beautiful world. Level design wise, some areas were just too large and directionless. I found myself getting lost more than once in these vast environments. I really wish the Spirit Wisp, that companion that follows you around everywhere, could have functioned as a wayfinder, helping you in your journey and highlighting paths and items, especially in those big, confusing areas. There are also collectibles. The collectibles are those staves that you place near the dead soldier-like figures. Collecting the staves and running around to find the dead soldiers just didn't resonate with me. I didn't feel compelled to go out and look for them. They didn't really add much to my experience. And one last thing, why does the fox bark like a dog? And not just any dog, it sounds like a Pomeranian that lost its favorite chew toy. Out of all the dog barks they could have picked, they went with that one, really? I feel like literally any other dog breed would have sounded better. Overall, Spirit of the North left me feeling underwhelmed. It kind of felt like it was lacking a soul, and I felt like everything I did was meaningless. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad game. There's a lot of beauty in it and the music is absolutely phenomenal. But the gameplay didn't quite connect with me. It felt like a game I wanted to love, but in the end, it wasn't for me. Though I am still thankful I got to experience it. In the end, I chose to stop playing around the 2-hour halfway mark and didn't finish it. So, 2 games, both short, cozy adventures with animal protagonists, spirit companions, and chill vibes. One of them completely won me over with its heart and charm, the other didn't quite stick the landing, even if I still appreciated what it was trying to do. That's the beauty of short indie games. Not every title needs to be massive or life-changing to be worth your time. Sometimes even the ones that don't fully work still offer something memorable. Let me know in the comments if you've played either of these games, or if you plan on playing one after watching this video. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.